in that picture, you know, the one, that picture up there.
Mm-hmm.
He had a flour mill where he made flour, you know, ground up the corn. And he had a great, big, powerful motor. And it would grind up all that flour, make the flour real fine, you know, for cooking and baking. They'd bring their flour there, their corn there to be ground, their wheat, and everything. He had a mill, see, where he ground all that stuff up. And that was a business he had.
What town was that?
Huh?
What town was the flour mill located in?
In Woodburn, Iowa. You ever heard of Woodburn?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's where it was located.
What year was that he had the flour mill?
Well, I was just a little girl. I can't really remember. It was probably back in when he had it before I was born. And it must have been in the 80s, 1980s or something.
You mean 1880s?
1880s, I mean. Somewhere along in there, Bill. I know he used to take my brother and I when he delivered flour. He sold flour, you know. And he'd take a wheelbarrow and deliver big sacks of flour, you know, after it was all ground up. And Clayton and I'd go with him. And we'd get to ride back in the wheelbarrow. He used the wheelbarrow. He bumpity, bumpity, bump. We loved that. What's that I hear? Well, I can't think of anything else. Enjoy having you come back.
So who's that in the picture again, up on the wall?
Huh?
That's your...
They had a mill.
That's your dad. Your
flour mill.
That's your father and your grandfather, right?
Yeah, the little boy's my dad. Yeah.
What you doing there, boy? Is Steve leave?
He's in. I've given him some information about the family.
This is Grandma Lucie's dad right here.
Yeah.
This is her... What's your grandfather's name?
Hosea.
Hosea?
Uh-huh.
What's his last name?
Wiley.
Wiley. And what's grandmother's name?
My grandmother's name, let's see, what was her name? I can't think of it offhand.
And what's your auntie's name?
Her name's Mary. That's my Aunt Mary.
Your Aunt Mary.
She could have married a rich man, but she didn't.
What happened?
Well, she liked a poor guy, and all he wanted to do is sit. Yeah, his folks had money. All he wanted to do is sit in the pool hall. He had money to live on, so he didn't have to work.
Oh, that's nice.
She was your favorite grandmother?
She's, you mean in the picture there?
Why was she your favorite grandmother?
Oh, yeah, the only grandmother I remember.
Yeah, I told you come off, don't you?
Yeah, I loved her.
Why did you love her so much?
Because she loved me. I was her oldest child in Dad's family. And Dad was the baby of the family.
It was all lovers, Dave. I mean, Bill, there was all lovers. You know, you've heard all lovers, ain't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they was all lovers. I love my wife, but oh, you baby.
What kind of fun things did you do with your grandmother?
Oh, my. I'd have a little Christmas tree at Christmas time about this tall. And after my grandmother's, you know, all by myself as my tree. And I'd decorate it.
What did you decorate it with?
Anything I could find. You know, like rubbers to erase wrong words and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of school stuff. I love to do that.
How old were you when you did that?
Oh, I was about 6.
What year were you born in?
1909. Way back there.
So that was 1915 that you were decorating your Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah. Grandma let me have one about this big.
Where'd she get it at?
It's sore.
Was it a real one?
Little Christmas tree about like that.
Was it a real tree?
Yeah, off of a real tree.
Did she cut it? Cut the bottom off?
No, she got it at the store.
No, I mean, did it come in a planter?
Yeah, a little.
So after Christmas, you could go take it outside and plant it in the ground?
If I wanted to, but I didn't. I was too little to,
So, what did you do with it?
They throwed it away.
Oh.
You know how they do Christmas trees. Usually.
So, it didn't have roots?
No. It was in the house, sat in the big window.
Oh. And what about, did you have a big Christmas tree in the house also?
No.
Just that small one? What kind of fun things did your grandmother do with you?
Oh, she gave me money and let me get little things like, well, I never bought anything that, only school stuff. I bought pencils, and erasers, and things like that, tablets. I loved to write when I was a little girl. You know, just write.
How much did those things cost?
Huh?
How much did they cost?
Oh, not much. A nickel for a tablet and stuff like that. You couldn't get it for that now.
How much did a pencil cost?
Oh, you could get pencils, pennies, and... Joe, you know about that, how much pencils cost in that day.
Oh, 2 cents probably.
Oh, I tell you why, Bill, I like to stay at my grandmother's. My mom had other kids. And when I stayed with my grandmother, I got babied. You know.
Uh-huh.
You know how it is at home. You can understand that.
Somebody out there, Bill?
It's a big truck went by. Oh, it was good. It was fun to go to Grandma's house. I could dress up in her clothes and everything.
What kind of clothes did she have?
Oh, she had, like you see in the picture up there. She was short, little, you know, a small person. She only weighed about 117. She's the sweetest person I believe I ever saw.
How old was she when she passed away?
60-some. She passed away young.
Was she sick for a while?
Pneumonia. She had pneumonia several times. And they finally killed her.
Were you at her bedside when she passed away?
No, but she called my name all the time. See, I was the oldest of Dad's kids, and Dad was the youngest in the family, so she sort of, you know, kind of, you know how it'd be. I was older, and
She became attached to you.
She loved to have me stay there with her.